Hello, YouTube. This is Michael Sittler. I wanted to talk to you today about how I've lost 70 pounds of fat over the course of about 7 months. Now, my overall weight loss on the scale has showed about 50 pounds, but through the course of all the strength exercises that I've done, when I started, I couldn't do a push up with good form. I had to get down on my knees. Um, Pull ups, no way. I could had almost no core strength, upper body strength. Everything was jello. I put on a lot of muscle, at minimum of 10 pounds with P90X, and a minimum again with P90X3 of another 10. And that's really being conservative. I mean, I can feel the muscle mass that I've put on, and it's probably more than that. But we'll cut it at 20 pounds. I feel like that's a conservative number. So I was at 300 pounds when I started my weight loss journey, and adding that 20 pounds of muscle on there, that's up to 320. So I needed to lose weight. We're talking about now being weighing in around 250. So over the course of, from the beginning of the summer when the weather was nice enough for me to get motivated to go outside to now, almost the end of November, it's about 7 months. I started at first, I was just recovering from a back surgery. I was very sore. I'd put on a lot of weight during my recovery, just sitting around, not eating the best foods, and my energy level was awful. I didn't have the desire to get up and do anything. I ached all the time, and I knew that actually my weight was contributing to my pain level. And I just didn't have the motivation to do anything about it. I wasn't engaging with my kids as well as I wanted to be because I just always felt so blah and didn't want to do anything. And I came to a point where I was like, something has to change because I don't want to keep living life like this. So I started praying about it, and I actually asked God for a drive and a motivation to start changing, to start doing something. And that led me to reading the book of Proverbs, which my favorite version of the Bible to read Proverbs out of is the Passion Translation. It's a thought for thought. It's very direct speech, easy to understand. Do this, this will happen. Don't do this, this will happen. It's just very clear, and it got me to really thinking deeply about all different areas of my life, not just my weight and my fitness, but my finances and everything else that we'll get into on a different time. But I started thinking about, gosh, what can I do to not just, fix my weight and my pain, but to make me feel better, to have me engage with my kids better, to make my overall life better, not just, lose a couple of pounds. So when the weather got nice, the first thing I did was I started just going out on swims with the kids. We have a pond here. COVID was here. The swimming pools weren't really open. So, we could put on our life jackets and we could go for a swim. And we did that almost every day. And it wasn't hard work. The light resistance from the water is excellent. You get a cardio benefit. Your muscles are working. It started building my strength and putting my weight down. I could see myself slimming, riding bikes. I started riding my bike with my kids until I broke it. There was about, a few weeks of that before my bike was no longer serviceable, and I still need to get another one. But I saw that my body was looking better, my energy was better, I was engaging with my kids and having a lot more fun in my day-to-day life. My pain level started to go down. Doing more didn't make me hurt more, it actually started to help. And all these things motivated me, and I started getting these new drives, and I was like, I've got P90X laying around the house. I bought it I don't know how many years ago, probably before 2010 sometime. So I've had it, and I thought, I should do that. If I start doing that, wow, I'm really going to start seeing results. And again, I have an injury, so I can't do everything. I have a weak side. I've got permanent damage. I have issues I have to work around, but I did the best that I could. And at first, like I said, man, I couldn't even do a real push-up, and that's frustrating. Try to do a cardio workout, and you're constantly losing your breath, and you just feel like, oh, this is so hard. You have to hit pause a million times. It's so frustrating, but I continued to improve. And as I continued to improve, that gave me a new drive to want to try harder and do more. And all that led me up to this 30-day challenge I started at the beginning of November, which now we're almost to the end of. Thanksgiving's just right around the corner, coming tomorrow. So I'm going to have to be careful on my diet and keep my workout strong through the end of the month. But, the results that I've seen have been incredible. And I didn't start with something super hard, like, straight into some super extreme workout program that my body couldn't manage. I started just being more active with my kids and doing small things and improving my quality of life while improving the quality of life for those around me. And it was great. And I got all this strength and drive from my prayer and my Bible reading and from spending time with God. And when I reflect about, how far I've come and what I've managed so far, I realize I don't get any of the credit for losing weight or for working out or pushing myself, because all that drive actually came from God. And I mean, if I wouldn't have started my walk spiritually, I would have never seen the results in my life physically, financially, or in any other measurable way, which, I'll get into other parts of my life later as we go through the channel. But I've seen an incredible change. If you want to know how it feels to lose 70 pounds, try filling a backpack up with 70 pounds or getting a weighted vest and putting that on and going about your normal life. It'll wear you out. You won't feel like doing anything. You just want to sit down and wait for it to be over. I got so much more energy. I've got drive to do things. I have more ability. I'm more enjoyable to be around. Anxiety and depression and all the other things that I had bogging me down, they just aren't there anymore. They're improving. Everything's improving. And I still have work that I want to do. I've got another 60 days after this challenge is over on this current workout program. I've got plans for after that. The journey continues, but when I just wanted to take a brief moment before the end of this 30-day challenge to kind of go over with you guys. I mean, 70 pounds in 7 months, 10 pounds a month. Sometimes only losing 10 pounds in a month seems kind of like, oh, well, this is going to take forever if I have this huge amount of weight to lose. But man, the consistency and the change and the improvement that I've seen, I mean, it's a new lifestyle. It's a new way of life. Everything is better and everything keeps getting better. So it just gives me more of a drive and more of a determination to continue to improve and do better. And, I've now disciplined in my diet, which I wasn't at the beginning of this at all. At first, I mean, I probably ate worse when I started exercising because, cravings, and I feel so wore out and I need to eat, but I've learned every step of the way. My discipline has improved and I don't feel like I'm being deprived of anything or missing anything. Life is just getting better. So I wanted to encourage you guys, you've got a large amount of weight to lose. You don't necessarily need to go start lifting super heavy weights or get the hardest workout program you can find. Maybe you need to turn to prayer. Maybe you need to read your Bible. Maybe you need to spend some more active time with your kids and just start doing something. Start somewhere. Make a decision in your mind that, I'm going to start doing this activity every day with my kids. Or, if you don't have kids, just a new routine. But this is going to be part of my life every day, even if it seems small. And then build on it, one little block at a time. And, it doesn't seem like that much time's gone by to me. I don't look back and say, wow, that was so much hard work, that was so tough. It's just kind of time has rolled on and things have constantly improved, and it's happy. It's good. I'm really enjoying myself. This is one of those spontaneous videos for me. Usually I sit down before I do this and I'll write out a little outline. So there's certain things that I want to talk about. There's certain points that I want to hit. But this one, I just wanted to talk to you guys about where I came from, what I've seen. Every 30 days or so, we'll be doing a comparison with some video, and we'll be showing, my results, my changes, how things are going. At the end of this challenge, which is just here in a couple of days, we'll be going over that. And, we'll be going into some other areas about spiritual disciplines, financial disciplines. And I think we're really going to have a good time. So I'm looking forward to it. And we'll check in with you guys after the holidays over. Thanks for tuning in.